Okay, so where are we at with things?
I'm
What?
making surprisingly better contact than I thought I was going to be.
Okay, good.
My only thought right now is last time I was here, in my backswing I looked like this. I'm just trying to get it more vertical and forcing myself to be up through impact.
Love it. Okay. So first thing I'm going to say is let's try and get the backswing higher.
Yeah.
Let's try and get your hands farther from the ball.
Okay.
First piece. Kind of messes up your rhythm, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. So getting this backswing higher can involve one of two pieces. The first is feeling as though that it's not so much of a turn, it might not be so much of a lift of your arms as it is trying to feel like you can take it up and actually get taller, right? So like feeling like you get taller in the backswing can help you get the hands and club higher. Let's try that. Good. One more time. All the way up. Yeah, that's better. We don't want your head to move too much, but if it moves back a little bit, that's okay. It's not a problem. Just a whole new set.
Take the whole thing.
There you go. So give me just a practice swing. How far back can you go keeping your hat still? Good, I'll take that. That's as high as I'd want to go. Good. Okay, we'll take that one. I think the big piece of this puzzle, trying to take this up farther and then speeding them up, is going to be a big thing for your speed too, for your distance and all that stuff. So it's like the farther we can take the arms back and the faster you can move them, the farther you can hit it.
Cool.
Go to a longer club.
21.
7. Good. The same thing here, as far back as you can go and as far through as you can take it. Good job. So a few of those, like 3 of those for every 10 shots you hit. Hit 10 big swings, working on this stuff, and then 3 shots on one foot, change clubs, do it again. That can be the practice for now.
Cool.
So when I come back, we'll hit some drivers.
Cool.
Okay. That shot?
I'd play that all day long.
You would. What's the one that goes, gone? What's the out of bounds ball?
Miss, top, or
More than that.
over by those ducks.
Okay. All right. Over by those ducks. I haven't heard that one. Good one. Okay. So the reason for the fade is that through the impact area, your grip is leading the club head. Right? So if this was like a whip and you pulled the handle of the whip past the ball, the crack point wouldn't be at the right spot.
Yeah.
Right? So if you actually had a whip, you'd have to stop it before the ball to let the crack get out there.
Yeah.
Right? So we have to find a way with this, and that's the whole reason for the longer backswing, is so down at the ball, we can slow the arms down and let the club head catch up to the handle.
Yeah.
So an easier way for me to talk about this right now is to actively ask you, ask you to actively flip it.
Yeah.
I want you to use your hands, your forearms, your wrists, and get that club head past the handle down at the ball. A+?
Yep, I take that.
Good. When the flip is the solution. I love it.
I think we've discussed that briefly before.
Yep. And I talk about it a lot with players that have a short backswing and speed up their arms a little bit too long past impact. I talk a lot about flipping it that way. Okay. So the farther you can take it back, the more time you have to let that thing catch up and flip it. But I would say that the big power source that I want you to have is to feel like it's your hands going hard down at the bottom. And that's very unique. Like, I wouldn't give that to anybody else out here. It's very unique to you.
Great.
Well, no, I mean, like, this kind of goes away from having like a model or a philosophy that I teach everybody the same thing. You know, it's everyone has something they need to do in order to hit the ball better. But
Yeah.
like, if Steven did that, ruin him. But for you, it's going to make the A+ happen.
Cool. Yeah, I think that comes from when we were still stuck in a little bit of with my old instructor 2 years ago, where it was old all the way through.
Yeah.
And its impact is here.
Right. There's no
Without its
speed
release.
there.
Yeah.
Yep. And so every time the ball fades, the handle of the club was too far forward when the club started to catch up. Because if the handle of the club is forward of the club head, the face is open every time. So it might feel like your flip point is the left shoe.
Yep.
That it before impact, right? Good. If you did this really early, you'll see some draws.
Yeah.
But like that one, that's 20 yards farther.
Yeah, I'd be okay with
If
that.
we get 20 yards farther and less fade, great. We don't need to see this ball draw. Well, those are a lot deeper.
These ones?
Yeah.
You know what? I just noticed after I hit it, I'm like, I didn't turn back.
That leads to steepness
So
for
that-
sure.
I did everything right, but I noticed that I didn't turn my body.
So if the steep divot happens in front of the golf ball, not always a bad thing. It's just if it's really deep divot and it's short and it starts before the ball, problem. Good job. Well, I see us aiming down the right all day,
Yeah.
playing it
Yeah,
back
I
into
can
play.
see that.
I mean, I don't think that you're going to bring the right side of the golf course into play, right? I mean,
Probably not, no.
give me the earliest, hardest flip in the opposite direction. Like, give me the that you did it too much and too early, and let's see if you could actually hit one left.
Okay.
I'm not sure it'll draw. You might pull it, but let's see if we can get something that goes to the right. Sorry, the right. Left-handed, right-handed. I got it mixed up. Okay, so you aim down the right, you hit it right down the right, and it bled 2 yards to the left. You're not hitting it on the right. So let's try and let's aim everything at this tall tree,
Yep.
okay? And I want you to try to hit it straight at the tall tree. And if it bleeds to the flag, great, you've got a 25-yard bleeder, right? But if it bleeds more than that, then it gives me an idea of how much to play. But I think that the more that it bleeds as well, the more you've got to flip it down at the bottom. So higher backswing, find your timing to that, and really let the club head pass the handle through impact. And that'll be a bunch of speed. But it's also squaring the face, so like accuracy and distance all in one, can't be wrong. Might be a weird way to get to it, but yeah, you want to feel like a long driver that flips it hard at the bottom. Yeah, every day. Good job. Notice the height too, huh?
Yep.
Hey, way to go. I like it.
Feels very playable.
Yeah, good stuff. Okay, give me a long club off the ground. Whichever club you want to hit. A hybrid would be good. If you play your hybrid a lot.
Yep.
Okay.
And I mishit it a lot.
Haha, okay.
find with my two longer clubs, my hybrid and my wood, the harder I try, the more I miss hit.
Okay.
Like with my irons, I feel like I can power into it, power a shot in, but specifically with my fairway wood and my hybrid, I feel like it's just an easy little release, and it goes just as far as if I pin it going fast.
Okay. Okay. As the club gets longer, this is where we have the requirement for a little more hand action. Well done. Great shot.
Feels just about on the screws.
Yeah, I'd say so. Way to go. Okay, so let's pick targets with this, like the tall tree or something, just so we know where the ball goes relative to where you're trying. Helps us choose targets later.
All tree is good with you?
Yeah, it's a good line. Okay, so we have a little bit of a pull going on with this shot, with this club. Okay, let's move the ball back in your stance just a touch. Should send it out to the left a little. Good one. So normally when the ball goes back, it helps the ball start a little more to the left. If the ball's too far forward, we can pull it. So rather than talk about alignment or a new swing thing, if we play the ball back, it should start it online more. Just make sure you're aiming where you're looking. I don't think you need to aim so far to the right and play for the fade as much anymore. So we're going to adjust that. But so far, I like it.